Hello everyone, and welcome back to Handheld Showdown. The Steam Summer Sale 2026 is finally here, and if you're looking for the best turn-based JRPGs to play on your Steam Deck, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll show you my 5 favorite turn-based JRPGs that are absolutely worth picking up during the sale. Some are modern masterpieces, some are incredible classics, but every single one plays great on Steam Deck. Make sure you stick around until the end, because my number 1 recommendation completely surprised me and ended up becoming one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. Let's get started. Yakuza Like a Dragon for $8. If you've never played a Yakuza game before, this is actually where I started. And honestly, I wasn't prepared for just how ridiculous this game can be. Yes, it's a serious story with fantastic characters and emotional moments, but at the same time it delivers some of the funniest combat I've ever seen in a JRPG. One of your very first party members is literally a homeless man, and some of his attacks include breathing on enemies with horrible bad breath, or summoning an army of pigeons to attack them. It sounds completely insane, because it is, but somehow it all works perfectly. Behind all that crazy humor is a genuinely fantastic, turn-based combat system with lots of different jobs, abilities, and team customization. The story is surprisingly emotional, the characters are incredibly likable, and Ichiban quickly became one of my favorite JRPG protagonists. For just $8 during the summer sale, this is easily one of the best deals you can get on Steam Deck. Metaphor ReFantazio for $28. I'm a huge fan of Atlus games, so I was incredibly excited when they finally decided to create something outside of the traditional high school setting. That alone made Metaphor feel like a breath of fresh air. Instead of classrooms and exams, you're thrown into a beautifully crafted fantasy world filled with political intrigue, unforgettable characters, and an incredible sense of adventure. I ended up spending nearly 100 hours with this game, which probably tells you everything you need to know. Just like Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Metaphor features an excellent job system that encourages experimentation and lets you build your party exactly the way you want. If you enjoy strategic combat and love creating different character builds, you'll have an amazing time here. For me, this is one of Atlus's best games to date. Trails in the Sky First Chapter for $30. I'm a huge fan of the entire Trails series. I've completed almost every game, and I've spent around 100 hours in nearly all of them. So when Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake was announced, I couldn't have been happier. This is a full remake of the game that started one of the greatest JRPG franchises ever made. If you've always wanted to get into the Trails series but didn't know where to begin, this is the perfect starting point. The world building is phenomenal, the story is unforgettable, and the characters stay with you long after the credits roll. For me, it's an easy 10 out of 10, and as soon as the next remake is released, it's an instant buy. Persona 5, Royal for $18. Persona 5 Royal will always have a special place in my heart because it was the very first JRPG I ever played. It's the game that made me completely fall in love with the genre. If you've somehow never played it before, this is the perfect opportunity. The story is incredibly engaging. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal, and the dungeon design keeps every palace feeling fresh and exciting. Even after all these years, Persona 5 Royal is still one of the best turn-based RPGs ever created. Whether you're completely new to JRPGs or already a longtime fan, this is a game that absolutely deserves a place in your Steam Deck library. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for $40. I actually spent quite a while thinking about whether I should include this game on the list. In the end, I simply couldn't leave it out. While it's not a traditional JRPG, it takes so much inspiration from the genre that it absolutely deserves a recommendation. The story begins with one of the most fascinating premises I've seen in years. Every year, a mysterious figure known as the Paintress paints a number, and everyone of that age simply disappears forever. Your expedition is sent on a desperate mission to stop her before the next number is painted. It's a fantastic setup that immediately grabs your attention. The combat modernizes the classic turn-based formula with real-time dodges, parries, and timing-based attacks, making every battle feel dynamic and rewarding. For me, Clair Obscur is one of the freshest RPGs released in recent years, and a fantastic evolution of turn-based combat. If you're looking for something that feels both familiar and completely new, don't miss this one. And that's my list of the 5 best turn-based JRPGs to grab during the Steam Summer Sale for Steam Deck. If you'd like to see how these games actually perform on Steam Deck, or you're looking for the best graphics and performance settings, make sure to check out the rest of the channel. And if you're interested in discovering even more amazing Steam Deck games, don't forget to subscribe to Handheld Showdown. I've got plenty more Steam Summer Sale recommendations coming very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.